Hey there, you guys. Welcome back. Well, it's been a week, and it's been unanimous that we need to repot this lovely little orchid. Look at how much the flower spike has grown in a week. Can you see that? Put my hand behind there. That's gotten huge. It's almost grown 2 or 3 inches. That's incredible. So we're gonna repot it. I've got this 4-inch pot. I'm going to be taking it from, I assume this is a 3-inch pot, because when I stick it inside, there's just a little bit of space hanging out around it. I don't want to go too big because I don't want the orchid to feel out of sorts, I guess. I'm going to try to remove this from its pot. As you can see, it's really stuck in there. I don't know if you can see it, but this pot is pushing out at the sides because of all the roots that are in there. So I'm just going to take some scissors. I hate to ruin one of these pots, because orchid pots, that's going to be valuable. For all you orchid growers out there, you know that you're always constantly dividing and finding new and transplanting. Okay, wow, look at all the roots in here. They're all so nice. I almost hate to touch it because they're beautiful. There's so many of them. And under recommendation, I'm not going to going out of camera. I'm going out of frame. It seems to be a trait of mine. I get so into what I'm doing that I forget all about the camera there. I don't even think that there's much root development in the inside of the pot. It's just like in the center. It's all around the outer portion. I'm just gonna pull some of this media out here. Again, I'm out of frame. My goodness, let me pull myself in. Or let's just adjust the camera. Sorry for this. There we go. Now you're more in frame. Should have thought of that earlier. It's hard to get in these little holes. Under recommendation, before I got sidetracked, was to just take this plant and don't disturb the roots because it's in spike. If it wasn't in spike, I would be a little bit more rough with the roots, trying not to break anything, obviously, but I would be more aggressive. But because it's in spike, I don't want to shock the plant too much and cause it to drop any of its buds. But what I am going to do is I'm going to clean up. Can you see that here? There's some dead roots. I'm just going to trim those away. And then I'm going to just basically pot it in its new pot, still in this root ball. And over time, the roots will relax and fill the pot again. But the plant won't really know that it's been transplanted so much because I'm not stressing it out. I've been wanting to get rid of these dead roots for a long time. Oh, it feels so good. From the moment I bought this, I think, I saw those roots and I'm like, oh, so gross, I need to repot it, but I'll wait till it's done blooming. And it never got done blooming. Okay, that's about as much as I can pull off. Another interesting thing with this one, I don't know that you can see that I'm down in the basement and the artificial lights give a strange color. Notice the tips of these roots are all red. I'm used to them all being green. All my other Phalaenopsis orchids are all green. Notice how these ones are pinkish to a reddish tone. I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't want to bore you with any more of this picking. Next time I repot this, I'll make sure to pull more of this old stuff out. By that time, the roots should have spread out a little bit. So I've got this mix. This is my usual. I've got the cocoa husk and sphagnum moss. I'm just going to put a little bit in the bottom. I'm going to put this in the center of the pot. I'm just going to fill around. Might need a stick to poke the media through. This is my first time that I've planted in a clear plastic pot. Usually I choose to go with clay or a regular plastic pot that I've had around and maybe put holes in it. But my local garden center has a great supply of orchid supplies. A great selection of these pots. There's some terracotta pots and fancy clay pots with the holes in them. All kinds of stakes, everything you could need for your orchid needs. And the funny thing is, that particular garden center doesn't really have a good selection of plants, orchids. They have a great selection on products. I thought that was kind of funny because one of the other garden centers, the one that I find everything on sale, has a great selection of plants, but not a great selection of orchid products. I thought that was really, well, quite funny. Just gonna throw some sphagnum moss here on the top to fill in all the gaps. I thought I made enough soil, but I guess I didn't. Again, I'm being careful not to damage any of the roots. As careful as you can be. And there we go. We're done. Perhaps I could have planted this a little deeper. Sorry, I'm always out of frame. I could have planted this a little deeper because I've got all these roots down here. But this is good. Let me see if there's any new flower buds in there. No, I don't see any new flower spikes. Just this one. But I'll keep you posted. When this blooms, I'll let you know. See if it gives me a full flush of blooms or whether some of them get bud blast or just don't open. But I'll keep you posted. Anyway, thanks for the recommendation on repotting. We'll see how it goes. Happy growing, everyone.